All right. I'm gonna pause the music for now because oh, there we go. So, um, hi. This is just a small discussion stream. I forgot my model. Hold on. Huh. Here we go. Should be up there. Hell yeah. I was gonna turn on my camera for this stream, but I just got my vaccine shot and I do not feel the best. I'm a bit groggy. So, oh, the Minecraft thing is still here. Forgot about that. Oops. Um, let's bring that back, I guess. All right, so we're just gonna be talking a little bit about One Piece and Squid Game this stream. Like, nothing special, just chilling, you know. So I was originally gonna post a video last Saturday, like literally last week. Because or actually Sunday, but because as you know, if you have been looking on my Twitter, I lost internet for about 2 weeks and didn't get to stream any content. So I was gonna cancel this stream and upload a discussion video instead that I recorded using my phone. But Premiere Pro here decided to take the original video's file name when I exported it, didn't give me any warning, and deleted that video. So when I had to edit it again, it's just gone. The original video is just gone. I still have the audio because I recorded it separately. So I'll talk over what I talked about in the video I was supposed to post. But yeah, that's about it. And later on, I'll be doing some bounty predictions on the Straw Hats after Wano Country. And yeah, let's talk about Squid Game a little bit because it's pretty famous right now. Because why not, right? Let's just play the audio, no video, but yeah. Hello, everyone. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah, we still don't have internet. I'm still suffering here, and
So,
I
yeah.
really miss creating content. So here I am, just recording, and I'm gonna be talking about One Piece. And also,
Indeed you
it's been
are.
a while since I haven't showed my face in a really long time.
Do you
I haven't
still
used the
have
camera in any of my videos.
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, I had cam on. I was recording myself on camera. I even like dressed up properly for it. Well, not properly, but I groomed myself a little bit more than usual just to be presentable on camera, but it was all fucking useless anyway.
Videos or streams, I mean. But yeah, here we are. I look horrible, but
Good
yeah,
thing we
we're
can't
talking about
see
One
you.
Piece today. Um,
Hey, editing Ken here. I would
love
just
this
like to
face.
apologize for the poor audio. I had to record the audio and video separately. That's why there might be some parts that my words aren't that clear.
Yeah,
Hope you understand. Thank you.
it's weird. I don't know
Back
why,
to the
but
video.
there's some part of the audio where you can't hear like the first letter of the word I said, so it sounds like a completely different word. It's weird. Chapter 1028 is something. I'm just gonna go full teching here. I just have some bullet points. I'm just gonna talk through it. YOLO.
Yeah, I had like
Going.
I had like a fucking sticky note on my screen while doing this video, and that's it.
Full teching over here. But yeah. First, the color spread is really good. I love that. I
Yeah.
want that as a wallpaper.
I don't know if I have the
But yeah,
picture on
it's
my
obvious
PC,
that
but
Oda is
I
writing off the hype of Smash.
yeah, Super Smash announcement, Sora announcement. But yeah, I don't know if I have the picture on the PC, but I think I retweeted it. But yeah, maybe not because some friends of mine all are watching One Piece and I don't want to spoil them, so I'm avoiding tweeting One Piece stuff recently. But yeah, the cover page was great.
Cool. With the Sora announcement, I mean, but yeah, the color
Let's skip
spread
a
is
bit.
really pretty. Like Nami with those glasses and
Okay,
Usopp,
I
and
know.
everyone in the back. Like I think it was Zoro as Link and Luffy on fire or something. I don't know what that reference.
I'm still
is,
not
but
sure what reference
There's
that is.
Donkey Kong and stuff, but yeah.
Donkey Kong was
I want to play
Frankie, right?
Smash. Hopefully I can buy Smash in a
Yeah, I don't think I
this
can buy
Christmas or
Smash
something. Though I don't know.
soon because Pokemon's coming out, or actually more importantly, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is coming out. I don't even have money for that, but if I did, I'm gonna buy that first for sure. And then Legends Arceus on next year. Wanted to buy. I want to play that too. Hopefully I get some money. Uh, I don't have a job, so yeah, I'll try to I'll try to look for something.
Broke. But anyway, let's move on to the main stuff. First off, CP0 is finally making their move, and as expected, they are waiting for the fight to end, and maybe like yeah, they plan to not invade Wano. What's the term? But like make Wano part of the part of the world government once and for all, or maybe just destroy it. I'm not sure.
I think it was
But yeah.
like they were gonna take over Wano.
So
So actually, I didn't talk about it here because I didn't have internet, but watching more videos about the chapter, it actually is pretty likely that the world government will take over Wano because Wano is a reference to Edo period Japan, right? When they closed the borders, and in real life history, when they did open the borders, they were colonized by the U.S. So it would make sense that if Oda really will be referencing that, that we would get we would get we would get yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. I suck at it. Yeah, I really do not feel the best right now. Oh, that's wrong. But yeah. Wait, what? Oh, it's counting as a game? That's weird. Anyway, but yeah, in real life history, uh, Japan was taken over by and colonized. So it would make sense that if Oda really will be referencing at the period Japan 1-to-1, that Wano will be colonized by, well, not colonized. I guess it's colonized. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're gonna be part of the world government now, and I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be a fight there. I think Momonosuke would deal with it properly. We would just say no, it's fine. The world government is colonizing us. I'll the country much and stuff like that. And yeah,
Lucci is back.
yeah, Lucci is back indeed.
I was hyped at first, and then I was like, "Oh fuck, Lucci is back." So
The facial expressions I was doing in this video was oh yeah, I did I should have backed it up, honestly. That it's still really my fault, but my god, Premiere sucks.
yeah, I don't know what to make.
It's my
of
first
that
time
yet.
using
And
Premiere, by the
Stussy is
way.
also in
That's
the
why.
boat with them, and I think that was Kaku.
Yeah,
I
Kaku
think that
was
was
there.
Kaku.
I
like,
actually
sleeping beside.
It's funny. I actually forgot that Kaku was in Reverie. Like I genuinely forgot that Kaku was in Reverie. So when I reviewed this chapter, I was like, "Oh wow, Kaku is back too. I haven't seen him in a while." But I forgot that he was also in Reverie.
Stussy. It seems like
I'm dumb.
Stussy is taking care of Kaku or something. But I'm hyped to see Kaku at least. But Lucci, I'm kind of scared. Are we getting round two? But the thing about this is it gives me hope on the tragedy of Act. Not hope because it's a tragedy, but the long running theory that Act 3 will end in tragedy and then everything will be fixed in Act 4 and stuff.
So yeah, hold on. I actually found something cool. On Discord right now, it says that I am streaming on YouTube. That is really cool. I didn't know that was a thing. That is really really cool. But yeah, whenever I play the video, Discord shows up. That's funny. Let me see.
People say the raid's gonna fail. I don't believe that anymore, honestly. At first, I was like, "Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I don't know. It was there for a second. I don't know what happened with Discord, but Anyway, so yeah, it's been a long time speculation that Act 3 will end in failure or at least a tragedy. And then everything will be wrapped up on Act 4. Originally that was the original thought was the raid is gonna fail, Kaido is gonna beat Luffy, but Kaido has already beaten Luffy 3 times this arc. 3 times. Was it 3 times? Not including Act 1, like just Act 3. Was it 3 times? So there's the initial one. With the supernovas, and he got tuned. And then he one-on-one Kaido and got. Oh yeah, I guess it's only been twice. Yeah, it's only been twice. Three if you're counting Act 1, but yeah. So I don't think it's gonna be the raid failing anymore. And I'm sure, like maybe some of the scabbards are dying. Like we still don't know where Kinemon are. That still might be the tragedy. But yeah. What else? So the tragedy might be related to the world government or CP0 instead. So yeah, that's what my thoughts are at least. The raid's gonna fail, and then Act 4 is when we fix everything and come out on top. But with
You know what? I'll
how
play music.
Oda is progressing the story, with how many times Luffy has failed already, I don't think Act 3 will end with the raid failing. I think the raid will end in Act 3, but the tragedy is something related with CP0.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something related to CP0.
Still
Like,
not
and
100%
I'm
on
sure
that.
they won't let it drag on for too long, because if they really do succeed with Robin stuff, we're just gonna be doing a redo of Enies Lobby.
Yeah,
and while I do
that's
love
my
that art,
fear. That's my fear because Oda likes to parallel his stories, but he never like straight up does this exact same thing, you know? Because like Dressrosa was a parallel to Alabasta, and right now Act 3 is a parallel to Marineford, kinda. But yeah,
do we really need another Enies Lobby? With yeah, but yeah, um, maybe Robin will still get captured, and then like they'll go through a route that's similar to Enies Lobby, but just completely turn it over
yeah,
their heads.
that's
like,
what I think. So basically, it's gonna be kind of like the start of the start of the new world where the Straw Hats are faced with a similar danger they had a trouble with before, and they just completely breeze through it. So what my thoughts was, they're gonna have a mini rematch with CP0, and they're just gonna breeze through it. Like I have problems with that, sure, because one, I don't think the fans will appreciate like Lucci and Kaku returning only to get like easily defeated. You know what I mean? Oh, it automatically saved that. Funny. That's funny. I don't need it anyway. I'm actually gonna delete this after stream because just bad memories.
wait, it's way easier this time, or something like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. What I'm thinking is, Luffy beats Kaido in Act 3. Something
Yeah.
else happens, and that's gonna be the
Yeah,
tragedy.
now that I
and
think
then
about it, no, it might actually not be easy to beat Cyberpol Zero anyway, because Luffy will be exhausted AF fighting Kaido, so maybe not.
Act 4, we fight against.
So it might actually be just a small fight, but and we'll still get more CP0 in the future instead. And it might actually go to the route of Wano is now part of the world government instead, and there won't be like a big fight over it.
Cyberpol 0, IG0, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, Lucci and the bros. Yeah, that's very hype. That's very, very, very hype.
Yes.
Glad to see Kaku and Lucci are back. Finally, is but yeah. Next point is Momo is still trying to summon the flame clouds, because Onigashima is still a bomb above the flower capital.
What?
But he's failing. So, of course, we didn't get much development with Momo here, just with
Yeah.
Yamato, honestly.
Well,
but
actually, not. I don't know why I said that because we barely got any Yamato here too. We just saw the fox, his full dog form.
really am into the idea of Momo mirroring Odin's legendary hour.
Yeah.
It was Roger's base that first said this, or at least when I first heard it, it's Roger's base. It was from Roger's base. Basically, what he said is that
Yeah.
Momo, using the flame clouds, will like stand below Onigashima in full view of the flower capital, and he'll just carry Onigashima on his back, on his shoulders.
Yee.
Exactly like how Odin carried the Akazaya 9. I mean, of course, it's not gonna be like an equal feat of strength and endurance as Odin did, because one, he didn't have a devil fruit, and he was in burning fucking oil, boiling
Yeah.
fucking oil. But still, imagine Flower Capital. They just look up, see Onigashima, and then Momo, who looks exactly like Odin, carrying
Well,
Onigashima
Yeah. I'm
on
actually
his shoulder.
I'm actually
while they're-
hoping that he doesn't look exactly like Odin, but resembles Odin. Cause yeah, cause I don't know if he will literally just look exactly like Odin. That's I don't know how I would feel about that.
on his shoulder, while there's flame clouds below him or above him carrying him. Like, that would be epic. But yeah, we see Yamato's full animal form. The Inugami, was it? I forgot. Makami.
It was Makami.
right?
Yeah, it was
I really
Makami.
thought it was gonna be an Inugami, a Byako. No, not a Byako. What was it? A
Kirin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a Kirin, an Inugami, or a Makami. But yeah, it's the full Makami form looks sweet. Really reminds me of Onimaru.
Yeah.
Like, Yamato looks like an older Onimaru and female. But yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I really
We
like the
don't-
design, like the eyes on the full beast form is really cool.
don't see much of that either. We just see, oh yeah, there's a big dog here, and Yamato's on his way.
Also, I didn't notice when I first read through this, but Law's crew is in Onigashima when on the same panel that Yamato got into Onigashima. Like, how the fuck did that happen? When did they get there? Because the last time we saw them, they were still on the ground feeding Luffy. But yeah, maybe Karibu is also in Onigashima now.
to the basement. Yeah, the basement to I don't know. What is he gonna do with the bombs? Like, chuck it? I don't know, but yeah, he's doing something about the bomb, so even if Onigashima does fall, it's not gonna be as devastating. About Yamato's pronouns, by the way, I still prefer to call him he. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a thing because I've just been used since the reveal that I'm gonna call him he because
I still
literally
mess up sometimes, but I've been used to calling Yamato a he.
everyone else calls him he, but I don't think like Yamato would be mad if he was called with any like I don't think it would bother him, honestly. So
I stutter a lot.
people that are still fighting over it, it's just
Watching this just makes me realize how much I stutter. It's so annoying. But yeah, because of the waiver card saying that Yamato is just female, nothing else, I think it would be fine. I think to him it's just, yeah, I want to be Odin, therefore male, but I'm still female. That's kind of how I took it. So I don't think pronouns would insult Yamato in any way. Like, use any pronouns you want. You would he would be fine with it. Basically, that's my thoughts.
calm down, guys. But yeah, it's not a Kiku situation where
Yeah, exactly.
she is definitely like, yeah, I am female at heart. You know, it's not that kind of a situation. Yamato just wants to be Odin, and since Odin is a guy, so on and so forth.
I was gesturing on the video at that part. That's why there's a pause. But yeah, the video is gone, so that's just the pause, I guess.
Yeah, I still call him he, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much anymore, because but yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah,
Sanji
indeed.
versus Queen
Let's go.
is
I'm gesturing on the camera here. That's why there's so many pauses.
not
expected.
God, I love this fight.
First of all, yeah, of course we get the thing with Sanji again. Yeah, my body's feeling weird. Queen's making him put on the raid suit. Use your germ attack. Come on, Vinsmoke. And Sanji's like, no, stop it. You don't know what happened with me and my no, they're not my family. Just shut up, okay? But yeah, Sanji doesn't want to use the raid suit. And then one of the funniest shit in this I've been reading One Piece for 3-4 years.
Oh, it's so
now.
good.
I caught up at like Whole Cake Island or something.
Yeah.
And
About 2 years ago
it's
or
always
something.
been funny. One Piece has always been funny. But also some of the jokes are like, yeah, that's fun. Move on.
You have the face
But
there
this-
again.
The thing that Queen did is so goddamn hilarious. I can't even start to explain how funny it is. Okay, so I am a dinosaur nerd.
I am indeed.
Since a kid, I've been reading encyclopedias about dinosaurs. I've watched every single Jurassic Park movie. Tried to catch up with every single Jurassic Park media, except for the books. I still plan on reading the books. I don't have it yet, but
I need
yeah,
money.
I definitely want to read the books.
I need more money.
So
get the books.
I love dinosaurs, and I already turned off my brain with One Piece dinosaurs because like yeah sure Oda's not gonna
Cause like yeah, with Sasaki, right? The Triceracopter. Fuck it, that was also funny, but Queen's thing was man.
go with the actual biological correctness, biologically accurate with his dinosaurs. I mean, well, we did get the update on page 1's design when he realized that Spinosaurs are more aquatic creatures and stuff and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
it's
but we did
it really does fascinate me that Oda, like, actually, like, you know, like he goes with the times. Like, oh yeah, Spinosaurs are meant to be aquatic, so let me change his design now. It's really cool.
get that, but more or less, Oda is still
Honestly,
gonna
I prefer the new page 1 design. It's really cool.
be comical with this. And we already saw that with Sasaki,
Yeah, exactly.
the Triceratops copter. And sure, I laughed there, but I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. We're just gonna have fun with this.
Something I never noticed actually, like in that chapter when Sasaki used the Triceracopter, he also said that that was a natural ability of the dinosaurs. So who knows? Maybe dinosaurs in One Piece are just weird. Because later on, because watch Teking's video about it. He really went on, he really went on length about the dinosaur thing on this chapter, and it's food for thought. It's really interesting.
So when, so I just when Queen said, "All right, if that's how you want it, then I'll show you the raw power of an unaltered, like the unaltered raw power of a dinosaur, the sovereign creatures that ruled this world for over 100 million years." And he goes into the stance, and, and when the tail and head just shoots off, I fucking broke. I just
So this is my favorite part of the video. I'm sad that it got deleted. I have a clip of it. Actually, maybe I can show it. Let me see. I have I recorded it with my phone to share to the bros because it was so fucking funny. So this is probably the only piece of video in this yeah in this yeah, I can't speak. Let me look for it. It's like a week ago, right? Hopefully it's I don't need to. Yeah, I found it. Let me download that real quick. And hold on. So yeah, it's right here. Hold on. Let me move these. Oh, that's wrong. I still don't know how to use this fucking thing. Hold on. Guessing after, right? Oh, after or something, right? Oh no, that's not. That's not it. You know what? Let's just mute everything else. Basically, this was the clip. Oh my god, why is it so small? Why is it so small? It 400%. 150. There we go. 100. There we go. That was just so goddamn funny to me. Yeah, that's it. That's the part yeah. It sucks, but eh. Oh, I muted it, right? Wait, what? Oh,
Just so goddamn.
I muted the wrong thing.
That was just so goddamn.
Yeah, the thing is
funny
still
to
there,
me.
but I lost the video. It's really annoying.
But yeah, anyway. Every time I just think about it, I just laugh all the time. But that has to be one of the funniest shit in One Piece.
Yeah, for
Like, maybe
sure.
it's not the funniest gag yet, because One Piece has done some really great gags. But in recent
One Piece is really funny in general,
that is
right?
one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen.
Fucking
in recent One Piece. That's amazing.
It's so funny.
But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, another thing I forgot to mention here is that Queen said that yeah, this is the natural things dinosaurs do, and then he also said that for any other brachiosaur, the torso is just useless husk, but I put rocket launchers on it. So he really does imply that these are things brachiosaurs do, and he modified the torso to make it even better, because normally it would just be an empty husk. So he really is implying that this is just something dinosaurs do. So I don't know what's that about. My guess is, if it is, my guess is it can only be used by awakened ancient zone users, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Queen shoots off his tail and neck to be like the serpent thing.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Leaving away his torso.
It's like the paddling too was so good. He's just like, ah yes, I'll show you the raw, unaltered power of the dinosaurs. Chung, 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 chung. It's so funny. Oh god, I love it so much.
And he calls her out Sanji. And another funny gag is when Queen Queen was like, look at my torso. Yeah, look at my torso. It's modified, so it has rocket launchers, and those rocket launchers, when I mention them, they fire, and then they fire because
he mentioned them.
Queen mentioned them.
Yeah.
No, not yet. That was just God damn it. It's so funny.
Yeah, that also
But
is
yeah,
really funny. Like it seems like they're even Queen, who's supposed to be like the smart one in Kaido's crew, is still a fucking dumbass. I love it.
Sanji breaks away from the coil because of Queen's missiles, and his body is just contorted all over. In the same way we see, it was Yonji. Yeah, it was Yonji. The same way Yonji was when he got dislocated back in Whole Cake Island. But yeah. Sanji is like, what's up with my body? Like, he's not even panicking or whatever. He's just, oh god.
My accent though.
Don't tell me
Body. Don't tell me I awakened to the same powers as those fools. Come on. Like trying to fix his own body, and then Queen just slashes at him, and the sword just breaks. He's like,
yeah.
I don't want to turn into a monster like them.
That's so good.
He's just so unbothered, but like he's just so concerned that no, I'm gonna turn into them. Come on. So, I have a lot of thoughts. Again, a lot of these things I say is paired with gestures on the video. That's why, because recording something with video is way different than recording something, or like a video essay, like just talking. Because with talking, you don't necessarily have you have to be extra. You need to be like mindful of how you enunciate and like shift focus on the words you're saying, because there's no visual cue. So that's why this video is that's why it sounds like this, because in the video I am like emphasizing words using my hand movements and face. But yeah, it really does sound weird just listening to it without the video. With this new power of Sanji. Because when it was first being foreshadowed to us that he's gonna that something weird is happening with his body, I was like, oh, okay, so this is Sanji's power up for this arc, huh?
Yeah.
Because Zoro got Enma, and now Zoro got Conqueror's Haki. Sorry, I just finished my Inktober. That's why I have the pen here.
Oh yeah, the entire time I was like spinning a pencil on my hand, like I didn't even notice until this point. And cause I just got done drawing my Inktober for that day. Also, I kind of gave up with the Inktober thing. Like I don't know. I just realized that I'm really not that much of an artist. But yeah. If you notice in the Inktober posts, it's all One Piece related. It's pretty obvious, honestly. And the next two we're gonna be Mary and Sunny. But yeah, I just stopped. I at least got to draw all the Straw Hats in, like, yeah, and Roger too, and that's about it. But anyway, let's continue the video.
Yeah. But yeah, Zoro just got Enma Conqueror's Haki. Now Sanji, we're getting this power up that's similar to the other Germa kids. And at first I was caught off guard because, like, okay, I guess he needed the power up, but also like, but you know what I mean? Because
It really feels like it came out of nowhere, and also it feels like Sora's sacrifice was in vain. But I don't know if I mentioned it here. I'm gonna keep it playing, so because maybe I mentioned it, but just in case, I'll say it later.
Don't get me wrong. So, if you've seen our One Piece poll the other week before we
Not poll, tier list, but I don't know why I said poll.
Sanji is my favorite character. Oh, at least my favorite Straw Hat. I think he's probably my favorite character too. I mean, I love the Straw Hat, so yeah. Sanji is my favorite
Tangents.
Straw Hat. So when he has high highs, I get really high. But when he has low lows, I also get very low. And at first, I thought this was gonna be
I think I said very hype, but yeah.
And then I really, really put my mind into it. And if you think about it, ever since his introduction, Sanji has been really, really frail. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. I can't think of any scene with Sanji pre-time skip that's similar to Usopp getting blown to hell by Mr. Five. You know what I mean? Because, like, we see...
Because, like, yeah, with Usopp, we always see him, like, get battered to bits, right? And with Zoro, too, he always gets injured every arc in pre-time skip. With Sanji, we never see that except for Skypiea. Like, the only time he got very severely injured is in Skypiea, and that wasn't even, like a physical, like, brawl in... Oh, sorry. Like, a physical brawl injury. It was lightning, so yeah.
We see Zoro get slashed by Mihawk, Kuma.
Yeah, here we go.
The nothing happened moment. All those injuries Zoro sustained, he always needed, like, actual help. I didn't say it here, but I'm sure if Zoro didn't stop Sanji in Thriller Bark, the nothing happened moment, Sanji would have died. I truly believe Sanji would have died there. So Zoro definitely did the right choice of doing it himself to get back up from those, right? And another thing I notice about these two, because I love Sanji and Zoro's relationship, they're so fun. So in Sanji's introduction, right, he wasn't like that into pursuing his dream because he wanted to pay back Zeph first. But like the two people that inspired him that arc to actually pursue his dream was Luffy and Zoro, right? But while sure Luffy did save the day there, I think he really respected Zoro just in that arc alone for fighting Mihawk and be willing to die for his dream. Is like he also was, why are you willing to lay down your life for a stupid dream like that, like stuff like that. So yeah. uh it's fascinating that Sanji, even though they're always fighting, has always had big respect for Zoro ever since Baratie, and even more so after the nothing happened moment. And Zoro doesn't really care much about that, honestly, because my perspective in the nothing happened moment when Zoro and because all of us would probably agree that any Straw Hat would do the nothing happened moment for Luffy, right? All of us agree with that, right? Any of them would gladly do that, but it had to be Zoro. I think their thought process on doing it is completely different to each other. But I'm not gonna go into what the other Straw Hats think. But specifically Sanji and Zoro, I think Zoro really just felt like this is his duty. No one else can do this but me. I'm gonna do it. But for Sanji, I think it was more of a, I'm not gonna let you die, Zoro. I'm not gonna let anyone die. I will die instead. You know what I mean? Because for Zoro, it doesn't matter if he lives or dies. He just needed to do it. But for Sanji, I think his thought process was, no, I'm not gonna let you die. I'm doing this not because it's my duty, but because I don't want anyone to die except for me. I am taking this. So yeah, it's just something I really noticed with Sanji. Because if I'm being really honest, Sanji is probably the kindest member of the Straw Hats. They're all kind for sure, but like just in terms of, like I don't know, Sanji's heart is different. That's why he's my favorite character ever. Cause the only person I can think that can rival Sanji's kindness is Luffy, but even Luffy is like a bit selfish. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get your food for mine and stuff like that. But he's definitely kind. With Sanji, even though he says he's only kind to girls, time and time again you always see him like getting worried over Zoro. Like Murphy's video pointed this out. You should definitely watch her One Piece reviews. They are so delightful. But yeah, there's small scenes in the manga and anime where you just see Sanji checking up on Zoro, like, bro, you're okay, and even leaving the females to make sure Zoro is okay. He is so goddamn cute. Sanji is, yes. If I understand the Okamas. If I was gay, I'd be gay for Sanji too. But yeah, Sanji is my favorite character. But of course he has his flaws. Like, of course, the perverted stuff can get a bit over sometimes, and for most people that's a really bad thing. I was just really used to it because anime does that all the time. It's just something normal to me. But yeah, in retrospect, those scenes with very perverted Sanji is just not good. That's the only times I don't like Sanji. But yeah. But with Sanji, we've never seen him actually like get into those situations where he's just absolutely fucked. I went on a tangent there. I'm sorry. He's gotten injured, but we've never seen him like actually just straight up get fucked. Get fucked. What I mean? So again, yeah, emphasis on the video that's not here. But even then, time and time again, Oda shows us how frail Sanji is. Yeah, his ribs almost shattered when Kurobi dive down into the depths of the water holding Sanji.
He's
so
a very
fast.
soft boy.
When Sanji kicked Kuma, his leg just, oh my god, my leg hurts so much. I think it's
Yeah.
broken. When Sanji fought Virgo, the same happened.
Yeah. I think it
Like-
was even worse with Virgos. Like, oh my fucking god, my shin shattered.
Oda keeps saying, because
I
like
forgot which one was
at
which.
this point, the arguments, one of the most common arguments in One Piece is like, is Sanji equal to Zoro?
I don't think so.
I think in terms of being a part of the crew, for sure, he's
Yeah.
equal to Zoro. But
because they're especially in the recent chapters, they're both regarded as the wings that will bring Luffy, the wings of the future Pirate King, right? So they're definitely equal in that regard. But in fighting prowess,
in power, I never ever thought Sanji was equal to Zoro. I always thought,
Zoro was stronger.
yeah, Zoro is stronger than Sanji.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah,
It's like Sanji loses a lot, right? And Zoro's very promise when after Baratie was I'll never lose again, and yeah, he never did. But yeah,
I'm just gonna say that right now. Zoro is stronger than Sanji.
yeah,
Because sure, their offensive powers may be somewhat similar. I think Zoro's offensive is still way stronger. But durability, Zoro
Zoro
suffered so much,
Yeah,
even just in the pre-time skip. And even now in Wano, got attacked by 2 fucking emperors. And sure, he got the boost. And also, I was on Twitter
and at
earlier
the
and
end of the day, I still think people's views on Sanji and Zoro won't change much because those who maybe some Sanji fans would be turned off by this, but those who love Sanji would just be hyped to see their boy have a power up, and those who like Zoro would just still be Zoro's still a badass because he's still like just human, and Sanji is not because now he's modified. Like I still love Sanji for sure, but in terms of because that's I'm not the biggest like fighting power scaling fan, but most people who watch One Piece are, and they always like, yeah, no, Sanji sucks, which I get that, but as a character, Sanji's definitely my favorite.
see people like Sanji stands shitting on Zoro stands like,
I was on Twitter when before I recorded this, and they're just fighting over the power up on Sanji and Zoro. It's so fucking annoying. Y'all are kids. Like, stop fighting over this stupid little thing, bro.
your boy needed medicine. Ours just had to repair himself. And then the comments were like, yeah, but also his powers are bullshit. Are you gonna tell us that his powers aren't bullshit now? Even though you were saying Enma and the Conquerors, well, not the Conquerors, but Enma was like a power up that was like just out of nowhere.
Because honestly, Zoro's power up is a bit more. I'm not saying they're bullshit, but if in a scale of 1 to bullshit, Zoro's power up was more bullshit than Sanji's, which doesn't matter because Zoro has Conquerors anyway. But Enma versus Sanji's body modifications, the Enma was more sudden than the body modification because it was set up clearly, and also I guess I didn't mention it. Sora's sacrifice wasn't in vain because Sora's sacrifice, she mostly wanted just wanted one of the kids or all of the kids to be normal, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean like emotionally normal, like be human, not necessarily like not lose their powers. But I guess that's a side effect. And also, if you read through Whole Cake Island again or watch through it, it was mentioned that Sanji wasn't born without powers. He did have powers when he was born. That's why they ran tests on him anyway. Because if he was born without powers, Judge wouldn't even try, right? Judge wouldn't even like let him go on the trials that his brothers are doing. But it's actually stated there that he did have the modifications, but it's somehow reverted. He somehow returned to being a normal human. So it's not as bullshit as, oh, he did have it. It just awakened or something. It didn't awaken. It just came back. That's the point. And because he wore the raid suit, and I guess it worked as it worked like training wheels or something. But yeah,
it definitely wasn't as BS as Zoro just getting Enma. Then again, Zoro getting Enma isn't also just isn't BS anyway. I'm just saying that for those who are arguing which is more BS, I think it is Zoro's, but not really. It's not. They're both not BS. They're both well set up to me. It's just Sanji's power up was better set up because it's been, you know, since Whole Cake Island. With Zoro, it was just now in Wano where, oh yeah, Odin used this. I think you're good for. I think you're a worthy swordsman to hold Odin's swords, and you know that's about it. But yeah, I get that. But like with Enma is definitely more of a power up that's was just literally given to him. There was there wasn't really that
I'm
much
just repeating what I already
build
said.
up to it similar to Sanji's power up, but
I already
I
said this, but
still
yeah.
don't think it's that bullshit. Because Enma really, Zoro definitely did, needed the third sword because Shusui.
Yeah, exactly.
Had to be
Shusui
returned, no
had to be
matter what.
returned.
And yeah,
That's another
but,
thing.
but with
So
Sanji,
it's not that bullshit because
where was my
if he's
point
gonna
again?
return Shusui, what sword will replace it? And you can argue it could be the Nidai, but you know, Hiyori was there, so that was so Enma was the obvious choice.
My God, I really am teching. I did say I was gonna go full teching on this one, but my God, the tangents. Anyway,
Yeah.
trying to get back to the topic. I'm trying to remember.
So the pause there, I just on camera, I was just staring, like, above, with my finger like raised up, and I lowered the finger, and then it cut. God damn! It sucks that I lost the video. I'm still so pissed about this.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Sanji is frail.
Hey, editing Ken here again. I'd also just like to point out that back in
Fucking
Thriller
face, I
Bark,
love it.
Sanji told Kuma that you should kill me now, you should take my head now, because in the future I'll
this.
be a force to be reckoned with. The world government just doesn't know
Yeah,
me yet.
yeah,
He was like, the world government doesn't know me yet, but in time I will be the most formidable in this crew. He did say that.
So I thought that maybe that was another setup too.
Yeah, it was set up like, no. This guy right here, this Three Swords guy, he's a chump. Like, I'm not famous yet. I'm not that powerful yet, but trust me, in the future, I'll be the strongest in this crew. I'm kidding. That's not what he said, but yeah. Yeah. Sanji's way more important. Of course, we got the Vinsmoke reveal. Like, yeah, Sanji is. Yeah, at first I thought that that was just a Vinsmoke thing. Like the world government doesn't know it yet, but I'm actually very important, and then it was revealed. Oh yeah, he is very important. He's part of the Vinsmoke family. But aside from that, like just being a powerhouse, I think it was also just a reference to him being a powerhouse. You know what I mean? More important than we thought he is. But now the results of him being a Vinsmoke makes him an actual physical threat to the world government as well.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I just like to point it out. Back to the video.
It's been shown to us time and time again that Sanji does not have that much endurance compared to Zoro, and maybe even Usopp, honestly.
Yeah, even Usopp.
We've seen Usopp suffer way more than Sanji.
But I think, as it currently stands right now, not only is Sanji and Zoro equal in, like, as their as on their like part of the crew, but I think they're basically also just equal in fighting too, which I never considered, because I always just thought that Sanji's fine not being stronger than Zoro, because his main role is being Luffy's chef, right? The crew's chef. So in my head, like, it doesn't matter if he's as strong or not as strong as Zoro, because that's not his main role. His main role is to cook food for the entire crew, right? But with this recent chapter, I truly believe that, like, sure, maybe Zoro will still beat Sanji more. They fought, like, if they fought 100 times, Zoro would win 60% of the time or something. But it is definitely a clear upgrade to Sanji's fighting prowess, and it definitely puts him up there. And about the it definitely it definitely solidifies the monster trio dynamic, because when Jinbei joined, everyone was like, oh, there's no monster trio anymore, because Jinbei's probably as strong as Sanji, at least as strong as Sanji. Maybe not Zoro, stuff like that. And especially if Yamato joins, he is also very strong. But yeah, pronouns, man. Pronouns. But yeah, Yamato is also very strong, so
Um, uh, so yeah, people keep saying that maybe the monster trio dynamic is just completely gone now. But because of this, I think the monster trio is still a thing because for sure, Sanji is now stronger than Jinbei. This is a major upgrade. I mean, maybe not for sure. Jinbei is still very strong, but if I remember correctly, Jinbei doesn't have observation hockey. I may be wrong about that, but if I remember looking up like the hockey stuff with all of them, and I remember seeing that Jinbei only had armament and not observation, but maybe that changed. Maybe they updated that. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I think it's very purposeful of Oda to show us that Sanji has been taking these hits over and over and over and over and over again. Imagine if Sanji learned advanced observation, because it already has been stated that his observation is better than Zoro's, and imagine if he learned like future sight too, like Luffy. And I think it would be fair for Luffy to Sanji to have better observation than Luffy. I think it would just be fair, because I always saw it as like Sanji is the observation expert and Zoro is the armament expert and Luffy is the conquerors expert. And Zoro has conquerors now too, but I don't think he's gonna be as powerful as Luffy, because a conqueror spirit is strong, is at its strongest if they are on top, right? And Zoro is following Luffy, so I don't think he'll ever, at least for the conqueror side of things, I don't think his conquerors will ever be as strong as Luffy's. And sure, we did get like the most damage Sanji probably has experienced is with the NL. Yeah, because he was shocked twice, Yeah, it was twice. The first one he was already out of commission, and then the second one even worse. You know what I mean? It was so cool too. Like, I needed a light NL. But also, another funny thing that there is that there seems to be a trend where everyone that lights Sanji's cigarette dies. So NL might be next. But like actual physical damage that that was electricity, but like actual brawling damage, we don't see Sanji that injured with that. Like the only injuries he's had for actually brawling is Kuma and Virgo, where he kicked and like, oh my god, they're so tough, I can't kick this. Yeah. And now with this power up, he's gonna be able to do those things. And sure, it still might be kind of out of nowhere, but it was built up. No, that's why we had, for me right the entirety now, of it's for me it really isn't out of nowhere anymore. It really was just well set up. Whole Cake Island explaining that this is Sanji's family, and I think Sanji's just gonna be similar to Reiju, where he retained his humanity, his kindness. Yeah. And but there's actually another thing with Reiju, because while Reiju did keep her kindness and humanity, it's still programmed in her to follow judges' orders, which I completely forgot about that. But yeah, his power was also locked up a little bit, because like Reiju isn't like her kindness isn't like a temporary thing. She's had it since a kid. Yeah, since she was a kid, and she still has it now. So I think that's just what happened with Sanji. But the drug that Sora took was so strong that even the powers was suppressed. And now it's coming out because Sanji used the raid suit, which was basically a training wheel for his actual power. At the time of this recording, I didn't look into the fact that I told earlier that Sanji did have powers when he was born. So I'm not mad with it. At first I was, because it's my boy. Like I don't want my boy to just rely on a power that came out of nowhere. Yeah. And I also do believe that Sanji does not want this, because like he said, I don't want to turn into a monster like those guys. So it's very conflicted. That's why I'm still fine with it, since it's genius, honestly, the way Oda set this up. I'm still fine with it, since while most of the fans are not going to be fine with it, Sanji is also not fine with it. So yeah, it's genius, honestly. Yeah. It's almost like Oda knew fans aren't gonna be accepting of this new power immediately. So just the fact that Sanji doesn't accept it also is like it's gonna ease in the fans more, which I really appreciate.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think Oda, like specific. I think that's just masterful. I mean I'm not sure, but I would like to believe that Oda did that on purpose. That because he knows that fans won't just take bullshit powers easily. So he made Sanji also hate it. Like, come on, man, I have these powers now. That sucks. So it will help the fans be eased in a bit more because Sanji also hates it. I'm happy with Sanji's new power up. That was what I mostly wanted to talk about, honestly. Because, yeah, Sanji. Plus, Queen's Brachiosaur. My boy. But a lot of stuff here for sure. Oh. But there's a lot of stuff in this chapter for sure. My mic,
of course,
messed up there.
Cypher Pulse Zero, Aegis Zero is probably the biggest one. I'm really hyped to see more of them, and I do hope that we do get to fight them after Kaido, but it shouldn't be too long. It shouldn't be too long. Like,
Yeah.
maybe as long as Act 1.
Yeah.
At the very most. At the very most, as long as Act 1. But it shouldn't go longer than that, honestly. Anyway, that's about it for the chapter 1028 review. Maybe I'll do more of this. Like if I don't feel like streaming, if I don't mess up the recording, sometime I just record this so I can have content. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be back to streaming once the internet is back. Like I'm not gonna be able to post this even right now. So I'm gonna edit it offline, and then when the internet goes back, I'm putting this up.
Indeed.
So I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
Whatever day it is today that I
Yeah.
post this video, I will go back to streaming immediately.
Indeed. I already did,
Immediately.
friend. Don't worry about it.
The discussion stream, the One Piece discussion stream is cancelled because this is basically it.
It was supposed to be cancelled, but since I messed this up, I'm here now.
I just made it, turn it into a
But yeah, I think that's about it for the video. I don't know what else do I say here. Let's see.
the stream, not the next video because I'm not sure.
Oh.
Sea of Thieves with the boys again.
Yeah,
So,
Sea of Thieves next week,
That's about it.
Wednesday. Let's go.
I'll see you all in the stream, not the next video because I'm not sure if I'm gonna record again. Anyway,
That's
I still don't have an outro. I'll see you all guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
And that's it. So yeah. No. Anyway, I've already been streaming for an hour. But speaking of Sea of Thieves, Jozu made a video about our last playthrough, at least one half of our Sea of Thieves playthrough, and I'll put it on chat right now if y'all want to watch it. Ooh. Hold on. There we go. That's stupid. That is very, very stupid. I forgot. Man, I suck at using YouTube chat. But anyway. Yeah. Let's talk about Squid Game, I guess. This is gonna be shorter, it's just more faster, but a lot of people compare it to Kami-sama no Itori, or As the Gods Will. I've never seen the live action. I've only read the manga. You might have already seen some of my thoughts on Twitter, but it's really different. Squid Game is not what I expected. I thought it really was just gonna be another cheap, you know, like just, oh yeah, it took inspiration from Kami-sama no Itori and just it's gonna be similar but with just Korean games. But while it is similar, I think
it's definitely different. It has a different narrative that it wants to explore. It's fascinating, honestly. There are both pros and cons to both. Yeah, but I heard that Squid Game is more inspired by Snowpiercer and Battle Royale, and the parallels to Kami-sama no Itori might just be either coincidence or a reference. I think it's a reference because it's too similar to be a coincidence. But honestly, the only similarities that I notice aside from the games itself, like the biggest similarity is just the first game is the same. It's red light, green light. It's it's Daruma Kun, Daruma Kun. I forgot. It was Daruma something in Kami-sama Itori, which is basically just red light, green light, and in Squid Game, it's literally red light, green light. But yeah, in terms of the setting, it's definitely different because with Kami-sama no Itori, they're all victims, right? They're all victims. They're all just schoolboys and girls that suddenly got put into this situation. But with Squid Game, they're all handpicked. They're all people that are in the lows of society. That's why it's it that's why it's inspired from Battle Royale, because in Battle Royale, spoilers by the way, they take like the lowest of lows in society, put them in the island for them to kill themselves, and that's kind of what the kind of what they're doing in Squid Game. And some people believe that the Squid Game is also like sanctioned by the government, like not even just like the Korean government, but like also internationally because of the VIPs coming from different countries and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely different because with Kami-sama no Itori, it's a fantasy. It's magical. Like sure, some of them are quote unquote robots, but most of them are, oh yeah, these are made by aliens that call themselves gods, right? And another thing I really appreciate about Squid Game is that it makes sense that these guys are scum, right? That it makes sense that these guys are survivors, and they will do anything to survive because they're all scum. With Kami-sama no Itori, they're students, so it's pretty random that some of them would just have like be really good at the games. But then again, the very first game in Kami-sama no Itori is literally just one will survive. So it's still pretty justified that those who survive the initial game are all really good because they survived the initial game where everyone in their class dies, right? Because the MC is like very, very like has like a different level of like intellect when it comes to surviving. And then the other guy, the one with the long hair that touches himself, is like very ecstatic and like just insane. And but yeah, like now thinking about it, it does make sense that they survive. The games in As the Gods Will is filled with crazy people because they all survived the first game. But with Squid Game, it makes sense that every single one, well, not every single one because we don't see a lot of them alive, but like a lot of them have something to live for. A lot of them are are like at the lowest of lows in society. They're all scum. That's why they have these. They're used to kicking others for their own self gain, right? So they're definitely different in that regard. And also Squid Game is just a tiny bit more philosophical than Kami-sama no Itori. With As the Gods Will, it's definitely more of a fantasy. How are we gonna survive this bullshit kind of thing? But with Squid Game, there's like secrets within the games that there's like political drama probably, and I'm really excited for season 2, honestly. But as for what I prefer, I think I still prefer As the Gods Will because no one in Squid Game made me cry. That's it. That's literally the only reason. I feel way more emotionally attached to the characters of As the Gods Will. I haven't even finished the manga yet, the second part, Kami-sama ni Itori ni, because the part I left off was a certain character died, and I'm just really sad about it that I dropped it for a bit, and I forgot to pick it back up, which I definitely should. But yeah, Squid Game is way different. That's the main point of this. So while it's similar, I don't think I think comparing it to As the Gods Will isn't doing justice for Squid Game, because it definitely is a different show, with a different narrative. But yeah, that's about it. I really wanted this stream to be quick, because I'm still very very sluggish since I just took my COVID shot, and yeah, I might sleep after this, honestly, after I get some food. But anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Thanks for tuning in. I had fun. There weren't many people that joined, but just talking about I just really love talking. Like, if you just see me on my room without even doing anything, I sometimes just talk to myself. So yeah, streaming is very much an outlet to my thoughts. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Go watch Josu's video right now. It's so good. His art is really, really good. I know we always shit on the guy on our streams, but he's very, very talented, and I really, really, really support everything he does. So I hope you do too. But anyway, thanks for watching. I still don't have an outro. Goodbye.